What's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. This is Pembroke Beauty and my name is Victoria. So welcome to my channel. So if you were wondering, this is the makeup look I did today and the makeup look that I will show you how to get if you follow this tutorial. And if you are interested in seeing it, then keep on watching. I do want to give a little bit of a spoiler. A lot of high-end products were used in this makeup tutorial. Not all of them were high-end, but a lot of them were compared to my usual videos. And again, as per usual, all of them were cruelty-free. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Let's go. Hey guys! So today I'm going to prime my face with the Drops of Youth from the Body Shop. Their Youth Concentrate, which should be no shock to any of you. You guys know that I use this all the time. This is my daily moisturizer. So I'm just going to go in with that, place this all over my face. Then I actually want to go in with the Cover FX Blurring Primer, which I got in my May BoxyCharm video. So if you guys haven't seen that video and you're interested in seeing it, then you should definitely check that out. I have an entire playlist on my channel. If you go to my channel page and you hit the little tab that says playlist, you can see, I think I have like 3 or 4 playlists on my channel, and one of them is BoxyCharm unboxings. So you can see February, March, April, and May, but this product I got in my May primer, or in my May box. So now I'm going to go in with concealer, and I'm going to go in with the actually, I'm going to get fancy, because my aunt, I love her. Hey, shout out. She gave me this fancy stuff right here. So this is the Kevyn Aucoin. Excuse me. This is the Kevyn Aucoin, the Sensual Skin Enhancer in the SX01. So this, I believe, is a concealer. It's like my shade, basically. It might be a little bit too yellow. And apparently with this stuff, you need like none of it. So I'm taking like a teeny tiny bit, and I'm going to expect that this will suffice all over my skin. This smells familiar. I'm not sure what that scent is necessarily. It's like, it's a nice scent, but it's not, it's kind of like your typical makeup scent almost. Like if you had to imagine what makeup smelled like, that's what this smells like. But I kind of like it. And I'm just going to take a little bit more and put that on our actual lids as our primer. Like I said, I've never used this before, so we shall see how this goes. Kevyn Aucoin is cruelty-free, and at least I think. Oh, I thought he was. Maybe he's not. Pause, let me find out. Yes, they were 100% cruelty-free, so yay! That's awesome. So, good. That makes me feel better. I started to panic. I was like, oh my god! Yeah, so this looks really nice on my skin right now. I feel like it looks pretty flawless. I'm not, like, creasing very much underneath of my eyes, which I appreciate. And it doesn't feel like it needs to be set, which is also nice. You guys know that I usually do set my makeup anyway, so I'm going to do that regardless, but I appreciate that I don't have to if I don't want to. So now I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in Warm Light, and in with my Morphe Beautiful in Bronze brush. I know, shocker, 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 shocker. And I'm going to set my face. So now I'm going to bronze my face with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You guys know I love this. And you know what I want? I want that butter collection that they just came out with. That one that has the bronzer. Or, yeah, it's like 2 bronzers. I'm going in with this e.l.f. face brush. The 2 bronzers, or maybe 1 bronzer. And the blushes, the highlight, and the perfume. I'm like, yes, I need that. I haven't seen it anywhere in person yet though, so I might end up going to Ulta today, so who knows, maybe I'll try to find it. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, I kind of want it. I kind of want it. Okay, the other thing that I saw is Manny MUA is coming out with a palette, and I'm kind of like, I kind of want to get it. I kind of want to get it! The Life's a Drag. If you guys don't know him, I really like him. I think he's very entertaining. And he's very good at makeup. And he just is launching a brand called Lunar Beauty, which I'm like, what a great name. But yeah, he's launching that brand. And his first item is a palette and has like 14 shades or whatever, and it's really pretty. So if you guys are interested in looking at that, go search his page and he'll have that whole like reveal up, because I just watched it yesterday. So I'm gonna go in with this Tarte Mermaid brush, the duo fiber brush, and I'm gonna go in with the Hush blush from Pretty Vulgar. And I'm sorry that I keep using this blush, but I'm like, I can't get over it. I just really like it. So I'm just going to blush up my cheeks, put it on my nose a little bit. The other thing that I'm interested in is the new Morphe palettes. I'm like, they look so beautiful. I'm like, why don't I own them? Oh, maybe I'll end up buying those too. I don't need this in my life, but I do, but I don't, but I do. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it. So I'm just brushing through my eyebrows really briefly. And I'm going to go in with my old trusty NYX Brow Mascara in Chocolate. And yeah, just gonna brush that through my brow. How come I literally always mess this brow up? It gets so out of hand comparatively. Like, why? Maybe I just need to pluck it a little bit. I want to throw some of that on there because things were getting a little bit crazy. Perf! Much better. Why, hello there. Do you feel nice and close and personal? Because I feel nice and close and personal. So I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Clover palette today. I absolutely love this palette. I think I've only used it once on this channel, but I use it a lot in my like everyday life. I really love the packaging. I think it's adorable. Like the little narwhal right here, and the little panda, and the kitty, little bunny. So cute. I can't. So it is like kind of like a tin. I just think it's really, really adorable. I really like Too Faced shadows for the most part, and I wanted to use this today because why not? I haven't used it in a while. Why not? And so the other reason why I really like this palette is because a portion of the proceeds that they get from when you buy this palette goes to helping animals in animal shelters. So I really appreciate that because I do love my little animals, and Too Faced is obviously cruelty-free as well, so you know, it's a great overall palette. And additionally, the shadows inside are very beautiful, very blendable. I don't want to like blind you, but this doesn't fold any farther back, so that's what we're gonna have to do here. And they're very versatile. Like, the amount of shades that you get in this palette, there's 18 shades, and there's a mix of shimmers, of duochromes, of mattes, of cool tones, of warm tones, and there's light shades and dark shades. Like, I really appreciate that it's kind of like an overarching palette. You can do so many looks with it, and I really appreciate that because you're not like pigeonholed into doing one thing. So without all that, I'm going to move on, and I'm actually going to do my makeup now. I think I'm going to do like a warm look, just a side note, because I have a plan in mind that I want to use a certain product. But so for today, I'm going to start with the big fluffy Morphe Beautiful and Bronze brush, and I'm going to go into the yellowy shade here that is called Chihuahua, and I'm going to place this into our crease a little bit. This is like one of the lightest shades in the palette, and it does, thank you, it is like a very light browny yellow shade, and it's really nice to have as a transition shade for when you're doing warm tone looks. I think it works very well. One of my favorite shades in this palette, I'm actually probably not going to end up using it today, but One of my favorite shades in this palette is Paw Print. I think it is the most beautiful cool tone transition shade like ever. I absolutely love it. I think it is perfect. I'm also going to take Chihuahua and put that underneath of our lower lash line. So my other favorite shade in this palette is Best Friends, which is this right here. It's like this, it's like, see, it looks blue in the pan, but like now it looks kind of brown. It's because it's a duochrome, and it's really cool. It's like one of those blue-brown duochromes, and I really like it. But anyway, so now I'm going to go in with the shade Fur Baby, which is like a more medium-toned brown, and it is warm for sure. It's not incredibly warm, but it is warmer than Paw Print is. And I'm going to take this on the same brush, and I'm just going to buff this again into our crease. Both of these shades are matte shades as well. And I'm going to take it again underneath our eyes. So now I'm going to go in with the Elizabeth Mott blending brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Cuddle Buddy right here. And this is slightly a cooler toned brown, but it is deeper and it's not super cool toned. Like, it's kind of a neutral-y brown. But it's a really pretty chocolate brown shade, and I'm going to use this a little bit lower in our crease and focus that mostly on the outer corner to give our eye some dimension, because then I'm going to go in with one other shade and then I'm going to do something fun. So as you can see, I just kind of pat that on there, and then as I work my way up into the eye, I'm going to kind of turn into blending motions. Doing circular motions on the outer corner, and then doing windshield wiper motions once we get into the inner part of the eye. Okay, and again, I'm going to place this, focusing this more on the outer part of our lower lash line, but I am going to place this on our lower lash line. Then I'm going to go back in with the first brush with no additional product, and I'm just going to blend all of the edges together to make it seamless. I want to add a little bit more Cuddle Buddy to this eye because it is a little bit less than on the other eye. And you don't really have to worry about your lid because we are going to cover that up with something, so don't stress about it. It can be as messy as you want. Okay, so now that we have Cuddle Buddy down, I'm going to go into the shade with the same Elizabeth Mott blending brush. I'm going to go a little bit into the shade Daddy's Love Me, but I don't want to do a lot. I just want it to warm it up a little bit, not so much though. So I'm just taking a little bit of this and I'm placing this out on the outer corner again. Like I said, I'm not taking a lot. I don't want this to get too pink, but I do want it to get a little bit more warm than it is. So I'm taking a little bit of this. This is like a more berry toned red. It is a matte shade as well. It's very pretty. To use this with Love is Love is like one of my favorite combinations, but for this look I don't want it to get too pink. So I'm going to place a little bit of this underneath our eye as well. So again, going back in with the first brush just to blend out any edges that we have, just very lightly touching skin. You don't want to do too much because it will get everywhere if you do too much blending. Pretty. Okay, and then for the star of the show, I'm going in with the Stila Magnificent Metal in Kitten Karma, which is kind of like a rose gold copper sort of. And if you guys haven't heard of these, like, they are so beautiful. Like, look at this. So it's a liquid shadow and it's like all glitter. So I'm just going to, yeah, you see that? I'm just going to gently drag this along our inner portion of the eye, stopping at the crease and stopping at where we have the dark shadow. And then I'm taking an e.l.f. concealer brush while it's still damp, and I'm just kind of like wiggling this where these seams are. Because these do dry quickly, I would suggest you not doing the other eye until you've blended out this eye a little bit. How beautiful is that? Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So let this dry for sure. Like I said, they do dry pretty quickly, but you just want to make sure, especially because my eyelids touch, that if I do not let it fully dry, I will be screwed because it will flick up and then ruin everything. So I'm just going to sit here and fan myself for a couple minutes. So I'm going to take a little bit of this now underneath of our eyes, and I'm just going to wipe off some of the excess because I don't want this to get too crazy. But I'm going to place this so it kind of mimics the upper lid. And again, I'm going to take the e.l.f. concealer brush and kind of just spread this around a little bit. Again, you want to let that dry. So I think that is beautiful. I want to take the Elizabeth Mott blending brush one more time, and I'm going to go into the shade Fur Baby and into the shade Cuddle Buddy, not taking very much, and I'm just going to gently like place that right over the seam of where the glitter and the matte shades begin, just to kind of blend that in a little bit to make that line less harsh. But like I said, I am barely putting any pressure down. I do not want this to cover up the glitter because that is the point of having it. I just want that seam there to be a little bit less obvious. And we can do the same underneath. I think I want to do a little bit of drama. So I'm going to go in with the Ciate London Wonder Wand Gel Kohl Liner in 027, which is black. And it has a dual side. So this side is the brush end if you want to smudge, but I'm not doing that today. And this is the wooden pencil side. So I'm just going to place this into our waterline. And it is creamy, so it does help. And I'm going to drag a little bit down onto the outer edge of our lower lash line. Just a little bit. You see how that just kind of made it a little bit smokier out there? And I'm actually going to try the little brush. It's kind of soft. I expected it to be a lot stiffer than that. And I'm just going to wiggle that right out on the outer portion of the eye out here and kind of just drag it into the glitter we have. So that kind of worked nicely, actually. It's not stabby or pokey, which is what I expected it to be, and I'm proud that it's not because I did not want that at all. Oh, okay, I like that. That's nice. So I'm going to take the dual-ended Ego Tools brush, and I'm going to take this like nubby end, and I'm going to go into the shade Cuddle Buddy a little bit right here, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of the shade Woof, because that is a black shade, but it's kind of like a navy black shade, which is why I don't want to take too much of that. And I'm just going to kind of wiggle that right out here on the outer portion of the eye, just to kind of blend that liner in a little bit more. Make it a little softer, not so harsh. Okay, and then I'm going to take NYX Liquid Liner. A matte liquid liner, as you guys know, is my all-time favorite. So I'm going to use that today, and I'm going to give myself a wang. A little chicken wang. one wing down. And do you see how, like, because we have the black liner on the lower lash line, how it kind of just pulls that eye into more of a cat eye shape? That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be like... So now I'm going to curl my lashes with the Tarte Mermaid one because I really like it. And so you guys could totally wear this with no lashes, but it's been a while since I've worn lashes, and I just kind of want to wear them. And I actually wore this exact same look yesterday, but I didn't film it, and I probably should have, because then I wouldn't be filming today. But that's regardless of the point. I did wear this yesterday, and I had no lashes on, and it still looked really pretty. So it's totally whatever you want. If you're not comfortable with false lashes, then totally don't wear them. If you want to adventure out and you want to wear them, by all means, do it. And if you do, then you should check out Zerto Cosmetics. They are 100% cruelty-free. 5% of all the proceeds that they receive goes to cancer research. They are all handmade, and they are beautiful. And this style right here in So Me, yeah, is my all-time favorite one. I've used these 1.5 million times. I should really clean them, but I haven't yet, so judge me. But I absolutely love these, and if you want a discount on them, then you can use my code Pembroke10 to receive 10% off of all Zerto Cosmetics products. And they have a couple styles. Like I said, So Me are my favorite ones. They have a clear band, so they're really easy to apply. They're very flexible, and they're stunning. So I'm going to apply these off of camera because I struggle to do it on camera. If you guys want me to, comment down below if you want me to do an in-depth like false lash tutorial, and I can totally do that for you because I know a lot of people struggle with that. I totally did too. It took me a long time to practice and end up doing this, but if you want to see that, comment that down below. So I'm going to go in with these So Me Zerto Cosmetics lashes, and in with the strip lash adhesive from Kiss with Aloe. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my lashes on, and then I went in with the NYX Worth the Hype mascara, and I just placed this on my top and bottom lashes to melt the lashes in with my real lashes, you know what I mean. So now I'm going to move on to highlighter, and I'm a little bit unsure about what I want to do because I'm going to go in with this highlighter, and I know that this is not out anymore, but for those of you who have it, I'm using it for you because I am also obsessed with this highlighter and I absolutely love it. Like, I cannot get over how beautiful it is. So I'm going to use it because frickin' I'm using it. If you don't want to use this because you don't have it, I'm pretty sure one of the Artist Couture loose highlighters is pretty similar. I've never tried them, but I've heard amazing things about them. So this is the Wet n Wild Goth-O-Graphic Moon Tears loose highlighter, and I'm so obsessed with this. If you guys did not see my full review on the Goth-O-Graphic collection from Wet n Wild, you should check it out. I have a video of it. Granted, a lot of that is not available anymore because it was limited edition, but if you have some of it or you wanted to get your hands on some of it, I know that some of it is still available. So additionally, they came out with a new Flights of Fancy, something like that. I don't know. Limited edition collection. I don't have any of that, and I actually haven't really heard anything about it, but I know that it's still available, so if you wanted to look into that as well, you could. But like I said, I'm pretty sure the Artist Couture ones are really amazing, and I'm pretty sure they have a color that's similar. So, moving on. Or you could use the ColourPop, what are they called? They have loose highlighters too. So look into those too. I've never tried those either, but I'm pretty sure that they'd be similar. So I'm going to use this anyway. And I have the Luxie 660 brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of it and place this onto my cheekbones, on my nose. Like, ugh. I'm so obsessed with this. So obsessed with it. So this does have like a little bit of shimmer in it if you really like look at it, but I'm telling you, once you set it with your setting spray, it's like the most blinding highlight ever, and it has no shimmer in it, and it's so beautiful. So I love this so much. I try not to use it on camera because I know that you can't get it anymore, but I use this all the time in my real life. And I want them to make it not limited edition because I'm like, I need this again because I'm probably going to go through it all. So help me out, Wet n Wild. I know I'm probably not the only one, so do us a favor, you know? Okay, and then I'm going to take a e.l.f. concealer brush. I'm going to take an e.l.f. concealer brush and I'm going to take some of this again and place this on our inner corners and on our brow bone. Like, look at that. Ugh. I love it. I just love it so much. Like, how could you not like that? And because this is a loose highlighter, you could easily mix this into like lotion or something and be like a glowing goddess all over your body if you wanted. Just a little side note in case you didn't think about that. And then the final step is lips. I'm going to go in with the NYX retractable lip liner, good lord, in the shade Red. And I'm going to line and fill in my lips with this. So I think that this would be a beautiful look for like a wedding, or for a prom, or for a party, like a graduation party or something like that. And then finally I'm going in with the Lime Crime Velveteen in Riot, which you guys know is like my favorite nude lipstick, but because it is more of a red tone lip, putting it over a red lip liner makes it a little bit more vibrant. Okie day. And then finally I'm going to set my makeup with the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set, and that will be it. Okay guys, so this is the finished look and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really love how this makeup turned out. I absolutely think that it is a neutral but glamorous, beautiful makeup that would look good on anybody. These are really easy tones to work with and that palette is so beautiful and so easy to work with. So I highly recommend that to you. I actually really love how this concealer is sitting on my face. I think it looks very natural but very, like, it is full coverage. I don't see any darkness under there. And I don't have really any creasing at all. So I'm very impressed. Granted, it does have a pricey price tag, but with the amount of product that I had to use, I do think that it would be very worth it. So if you are interested in finding a more high-end concealer, I think that would be a good one to try out. I know that they do have a couple colors, so, you know, shop around. But I do recommend that to you. I do want to mess with it a little bit more, but I do think that it is very valuable and is very pretty. So pleased, yay. Additionally, I usually do more drugstore makeup in these tutorials because I do understand the need for looking for cheaper alternatives and finding quality over price, you know what I mean? And in this video, I feel like I did a lot of the opposite. I think a lot of these products are more high-end, and I think that's kind of exciting because I usually don't do that. So not all of them obviously were high-end, but most of them, a lot of them actually were. So that's something to look into if you do like high-end beauty and high-end makeup. All of them are cruelty-free, and I'm very proud to say that. So I really like how this makeup turned out. If you do too, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions for me or any comments or anything like that, please put them below in the description box. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and hit the little bell so to get notifications every single time that I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I see you in my next one. Bye! No, you guys aren't like blinded. by my face. Okay. Right there. So. Now. I like it. Fluffy brush that I... Ow!